It is episode 4 of Derailed. Harry Mays, Eytan Shander, at Harry Mays TU, at Shander Show, at the Great American Pub in Conshohocken, right here at the top of the hill on Fayette Street is where we shoot and hang this out at this show here. And I don't know, right away, Harry Mays has I know Harry well enough where I can't go into anything. You will derail the show on purpose because you've got a bone to pick with me.
Well, yeah, I do. This is the 4th episode, and we've had really a seamless experience here at the Great American Pub through the first 3. You didn't think I'd get past 2.
No, the
you set the over-under at 2.5.
Right, I took the
we
under.
got to 3. I'm here at 4, and I'm here early. I'm always on Lombardi time because that's how I roll.
Yes,
okay?
sir. You would get there at 7:30 for a 10 a.m. show.
Exactly, to prepare. And actually, I did all my notes and preparation at the house
2 weeks
this
in a
morning.
row, this guy's got
2
notes.
weeks in a row,
I've got
I
emails,
notes.
so I've got stuff to do.
And we've got 4 high-powered people that are out observing today's show, okay, with possible investment opportunities, promotional vehicles, whatever you want to call it, and you're 25 minutes late.
Probably 27 minutes.
27, 25. What's the difference?
I have no excuse. I can justify in this. I can rationalize and say I got caught in this city traffic.
Right.
You know how bad it is. I don't know why anybody who lives west of the city, west of West Philadelphia, would come into Philadelphia.
I don't.
There's no reward.
No, I don't.
I don't. I sat in 45-minute traffic leaving downtown Philadelphia at 1:30 in the afternoon.
Okay. Therefore, you just said you should know, I should know, you should know that you can't leave at 1:30 from the center city and get to Conshohocken by 2. It's impossible. Even on Veterans Day. You know why? Because the people who aren't working are out driving.
Why?
Because they're out doing things.
There's no school today. I thought I could cruise at 1:30.
Yes.
There's no school. Don't people that work in public offices take off today because of Veterans Day?
Yes, what do you think? They just sit at home? They're out doing things. They're out driving.
Get the hell out of my way. I've got places to go.
Having lunch, drinking beers at the Great American Pub.
Will it make everybody feel better to know that I was dealing with the highest level of road rage, sweating? Because
you sweat when you sleep.
Okay, that's fair. That is fair.
Okay.
So imagine how much I was sweating in the car, knowing that I was
late. I can tell
late.
you're sitting right next to me.
My
You're
Jedi Mind
out.
Tricks T-shirt was white at one point, and now you can see
it's like a dish towel.
Yeah, seriously.
All
right. So I was upset that I was late. It's not like I just walked in here being like, "Oh, can we start the freaking show?"
No, that was actually kind of how you came in, to be honest with you. And then you said, "Oh, I need a drink," and our guest bought you a stinking drink.
Well, I went to buy everybody a drink, and they were
you
already...
really got up. You fumbled for your stupid card. You didn't even get it out of your phone. Meanwhile, our guests are headed to the bar buying you a Belvedere. You're unbelievable.
This
better be good today.
I'm going to take care
of
it.
Or this is the end.
This is it?
This is it.
This is what it took
you know
for
why?
you to reach your peak.
Because the end of the Eagles season will be tied to the end of this podcast.
Derailed ends with the Eagles?
Derailed is what happened to the Eagles and the playoffs last night.
Yeah.
That's what happened. They are derailed.
What do you have written with Zach Ertz there? Why do you even want to talk about anything positive with this team?
There's nothing. Those are just random notes.
Okay,
I was just like, I looked at the first 4 plays, because this is an Eagles team that came off a bye week.
Yes.
Okay, to get ready for the second half run, to a playoffs and to an NFC East crown, and you got the meat stick Cowboys coming in. They're cooked. They're 3-5. Just got crushed by the Redskins and the Tennessee Titans in 2 successive weeks. They didn't score in the second half of last Monday night's game. They're a mess. All right, they're waiting to be killed.
Yes.
They're waiting to be exterminated. And what do in the first 4 plays from offense?
Nothing.
You get basically a pick and roll with Wentz and Ertz that went for all of 1 yard. Then they try to run Josh Adams on a slow developing play to the left, which gained nothing. And then they try to get it to their new acquisition, Golden Tate, on his first play from scrimmage with the Eagles that comes up short of the sticks. And then on the next possession, Wentz throws an interception. One of the worst throws he's ever done in his short career as a pro. That's how they start, coming off the bye. I wanted to turn it off 10 minutes in.
Wow.
All right?
Wow, that's the show right there.
All right.
Just rap.
Book it. Rap.
Seriously.
Rack him.
Jesus, man. That's awesome.
Okay.
People have missed that from you,
damn
Eric.
right they
People
have.
come to Derailed knowing that you're just going to go off now. Here's the thing. What more can I or anybody else who's an Eagles fan say to that?
I don't know.
Like that's the point of it is they had it gift wrapped.
Yes.
And save me this crap. Even if people want to try to neutralize this and say, well, when you meet with the Cowboys, divisional opponent, throw everything out because, okay, home game, all right, there's an advantage right away, home game. Prime time. Now, if you can't get up for a home primetime game against a divisional opponent coming off a bye.
On a short week, the divisional opponent.
Something's wrong.
Dallas was on a short week.
Right.
You had a bye week.
Now, that's got to be on the head coach. That's got to be on the defensive coordinator. That's got to be on anybody who has any type of impact on what you as player X, Y, or Z are doing over the bye week.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, they just didn't look like a team. They looked like a team that was just like saying, hey, this is an easy one.
Yeah,
like the coaching staff. Like I don't understand what Jim Schwartz is doing. This team gives up more 3rd and 15s than 3rd and 1s. Well, it's unbelievable.
They're allowing 14-yard plays on 3rd and 15 every 3rd and 15.
Right,
it's like just take 14 yards and then see. This is what I don't understand: the level of disconnect from Jim Schwartz, where you can call for these defensive sets. To your point, 3rd and 15 every time. With a defense that you're watching week in and week out, unable to tackle anybody. So you're putting this defense in a position to say, listen, give a cushion, let them get some yardage, but we're going to make a play to a defense that can't make any plays.
Yeah. This is a defense that is no longer getting to the quarterback with regularity like they did last year.
Yeah.
And therefore, they're also not forcing turnovers at all.
Yeah.
You know, and the offense in the first quarter, I think I've scored 21 points thus far this season. Last year, in the entire season, they had over 100 in the first quarter. Think about that. You're over halfway through the season now. They've scored 21 points in the first quarter.
Why is that? It can't only be because they're ill-prepared. Now, some to a lot of it is, but there's got to be something else to it. Is it that teams have figured everything out that they do?
I think that's part of it. I think they're being somewhat predictable. I saw something where Kyle Vander Esch, red
Kyle
screen.
Vanden Bosch.
No.
Is that a real guy?
Yeah, Vander Esch. He's the first round pick from Boise State.
Don't you remember?
There was a Vanden Bosch. Yeah, I think he was a Titan. Yeah,
next to Albert Hainsworth.
Right.
When Albert Hainsworth stomped that guy from the Cowboys.
Gerard.
Yeah. Not Dick Gerard. or what's the guy's name? Gerard Butler.
Oh, yeah. His house burned,
I know.
In the wildfires. It's terrible.
It's
but anyway, let's get it
house.
back to the Eagles. Vander Esch was quoted as, and I'm paraphrasing, that he really predicted the play. He saw from film study that this was obviously going to be a screen to Clement. And sure enough, it was, and they busted it up for a couple-yard loss, and then the next play, we all know what happened. Ertz didn't get the first down. He came up short of the sticks.
All right, let me ask you this.
So they're being predictable in some cases.
They are being predictable, but I think at some point, the Saints are being predictable to the point in which they know, everybody on the planet knows Michael Thomas is getting the football. Yet people are unable to stop Michael Thomas getting the football.
Yeah, there's no Michael Thomas on the Eagles. I love Alshon Jeffrey, but he's not Michael Thomas.
No. I wasn't going to go down that line. What I'm saying, though, is that if you can execute well, then not all the time, but sometimes, especially in key moments when you go to a bread and butter that you can execute well, it shouldn't matter that a team knows it's coming. And my point is, 1-on-2. Yeah, 2 veteran linemen. Here's the thing. I personally don't have as big of a problem with calling the screen because it was set up to be executed. Those 2 linemen blew that play.
Well, Eytan and company, yeah.
You have 2 veteran linemen on a rookie linebacker. I think at that point you have to look at these guys and say, come on, fellas, go all Andy Reid on them and say, we put you in a position to make a play.